Thanks for joining us. After initially announcing plans to close, a beloved restaurant in Crystal has signaled plans to hold a fundraiser this month in an attempt to stay open. Milton's made the announcement on social media, saying the outpouring of support has been overwhelming. Details of a fundraiser are not finalized, nor has a financial goal been set yet, but the restaurant says a fundraiser needs to happen by the end of September. It initially stated plans to close by the end of October. The owner says rising operation costs, equipment breakdowns, and capacity limitations have put the restaurant in financial distress. Money raised would pay for equipment repairs, contract help for marketing and catering, and business restructuring. Meanwhile, a manufacturing and engineering facility that develops products for the U.S. military has opened in Maple Grove. BAE Systems has been building its new facility in Maple Grove's gravel mining area since last April. Construction has finally finished and the building is now operational. It's expected to employ about 500 people, making it one of the city's largest employers. Company officials say they'll be developing naval guns, launching systems, submarine components, and combat vehicles. If you're looking for a Halloween thrill that's more than a spooky ghost story, the Plymouth Historical Society is encouraging folks to take a tour of one of the city's oldest cemeteries. Delane Cleveland has more on what people can learn at Parker's Lake Cemetery.
History lessons don't always have to happen in books. Sometimes those lessons are etched in stone.
There are almost 900 people buried here. Mayors, politicians, veterans, moms, kids.
Ryan Barland is with the Plymouth Historical Society, and he says Parker's Lake Cemetery dates back to 1871.
Plymouth history is buried here.
Now the city wants to share that history with anyone who's interested. In October, they're offering folks the opportunity to come out and take a guided cemetery tour.
Cemeteries have those very niche local stories that people are interested in.
Allison Hennis will lead those guided tours. She's done a significant amount of research on the people who have chosen Parker's Lake Cemetery as their final resting place.
So it's mostly going to be settler stories of people moving to Plymouth for the first time in the 1860s, and then couple add-ons that are just a little fun.
The Historical Society says they have been blown away by the response since the cemetery tours were announced. So they hope this is the first of many such events.
There is something for everyone in a cemetery tour.
In Plymouth, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Plymouth is offering cemetery tours on October 2nd, 16th, and 30th from 5 to 7 p.m. The tours are free, but they're asking people to register in advance. You can find a link at ccxmedia.org. When you hear about Robbinsdale's history, you might picture a famous wrestler or its water tower. But what you might not know is that a famous children's toy has a special connection to Robbinsdale. Here's CCX News reporter Kevin Miller.
What you got there, kids?
Cooties, Grandpa.
Oh, your dad had cooties when he was a little guy.
Remember the fun of cootie?
I'm ahead.
Now you can pass it on to your kids.
It's a bug you can build.
Build a whole cootie to win.
Ta-da!
That's the idea behind Cootie, a game that's captured the minds of countless kids.
You roll a die and your pieces according to what number you get on the die, and you're trying to be the first one to complete your bug. So it is fun, believe it or not. I mean, we play it with our grandkids and they enjoy it.
The Robbinsdale Historical Society keeps a collection of cooties on display.
We are really happy to have one copy of the game that was actually made here, and it says Robbinsdale Min, M-I-N-N.
And the man who invented it,
whether it's Tumblebug, Ticklebee, or Cootie, they're simple, inexpensive, and fun.
Was a Robbinsdale resident.
Right shopper within 90 days and defective parts or game replaced free.
William Herbert Shopper first built them in his Robbinsdale home, but as sales grew, he expanded to several manufacturing plants, including one in Golden Valley. By the mid-50s, the game was a big hit.
By the time he retired in 1957, his company was worth over $1 million. So what started out small really ended up pretty big.
The brand was eventually sold and lost its Robbinsdale connection, but it's alive and well at the Historical Society.
It's something big that happened in Robbinsdale, and again, not a lot of people know that, and we kind of consider ourselves the unofficial Cootie Museum, because there is no other.
In Robbinsdale, Kevin Miller, CCX News.
Fall can be a colorful time of year, and the Department of Natural Resources is predicting good news in that regard. Officials say a healthy leaf canopy combined with a rainy summer should make for vibrant colors this fall. The cool weather early in September should also increase the number of red pigments in the leaves. Experts predict peak colors in late September in the northern parts of the state. The DNR has a fall color map tracking leaf color changes. It also has data from the past, so you can compare this year to others. A great place to catch fall colors this year will be at the new Treetop Trail at Mississippi Gateway Regional Park. The new trail provides a bird's eye view of the Mississippi River. Photojournalist Ben Kroll captured views from above. Enjoy.
Champlin Park's football team is junior heavy, but got off to a solid start this season with a running back and tight end shining in key roles early. Here's Jay Wilcox with our first CCX Spotlight story for the fall season.
There's a lot of season left, but the Champlin Park football team's 2-0 start opened some eyes. After beating St. Michael Albertville in the opener, the Rebels rallied past a good Andover squad in Game 2 for a 28-24 win. Junior running back Preston Nelson has provided quite a spark. Running behind a strong O-line, Nelson averaged 6.8 yards per carry while rushing for 278 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2 wins. He got some time as a sophomore last season, rushing for just under 400 yards.
Last year was a great learning year, and I really appreciate the other backs that I was in with because they helped me a lot as I continue to grow, especially all the seniors that left. But this year, getting more carries, I feel like I can get in more of a groove.
Yeah, I mean, we brought him up as a sophomore last year because we knew he had a lot of talent, but the kid is just such a hard worker in the off season, and he really asks a lot of questions, and we just appreciate him that he's coachable.
Nelson won't dazzle you with speed and is an average-size high school back at 6 foot 195, but his combination of skills is working well.
He's been really fun. I think any play we think can go for a touchdown, so that's been the best part about it. It's been excited to run up and block for him every single play.
I would say my vision. I would say I'm definitely not the fastest or the stronger looking at some of these other people, but I think I know how to read my keys and my blocks and make the right cut once I stay patient and find that hole.
Whenever you get a young back, you got to kind of teach them to follow their block. Sometimes at the youth level, I know because I have a 5th grader right now, everyone just runs to the outside. Well, if you want to be a good team, you're going to have to do more than run to the outside because you're going to get some fast players and teams that you play. So he's just been doing a really good job of trusting the coaches and following his blocks.
And while he was more of a role player, Preston got a chance to experience a state tournament this past spring with the Champlin Park baseball team, something he'd like for his football guys to experience too.
It's truly just an amazing experience. I would say football is my main sport, and I love baseball, but experiencing state tournament, state baseball is truly just a experience, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And I think that fuels me to be a better football player and push these guys harder so they can experience state football.
The Rebels' pass game has been effective as well. Senior tight end Isaac Axness has put things together, with 3 of his 5 catches in the first 2 games going for touchdowns. The Axeman is a bit of a cult hero around school.
Very fun, very exciting. Wasn't really expecting it, but here we go, worked hard. Yeah, a lot of just random people just saying what's up, I had a shirt made of me actually too. That was funny.
It's insane. He's just did wonders in these past only 2 games now, and we're all just excited to see what else he can do. And it's truly great because he's just such a phenomenal blocker, and then once he does get some open space, he'll find the end zone.
Isaac has all the ability in the world. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, and we just needed him to play confidently. A lot of the coaches have been working with him and saying, hey, you have all the tools, let's just get out there and play. And he seems to be having a lot of fun, even though he's a quiet guy. He really has worked hard in the offseason too.
While they do have a good football tradition that includes 3 trips to the Prep Bowl, including in 2019, Champlin Park football has been a little up and down in recent seasons. The guys know that a good start is just that, a starting point to what they hope is bigger and better things.
Yeah, that's something that I think we need to talk about a little bit more, is that it's been fun the last 2 games, but also the job isn't finished. We need to go out there and win a championship. So.
For the CCX Sports Spotlight, I'm Jay Wilcox.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.